Good morning everyone, Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening, canning recipes, a little bit of everything. It's a brisk, cold day here in Texas. Today is January the 4th. I go back to work tomorrow. So my husband is going to make me a prime rib dinner tonight. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to make me a fresh salad from my fresh salad greens I have growing here in the high tunnel. Very excited to show you what all I have in here. So let me get to clipping. So I have me some arugula here. I've got some Swiss chard. I've got some lettuce mix. I have some green tom thumb lettuce. And we're just going to go on down the line here and get some of these bigger pieces of romaine. You can see that my lettuce is starting to bolt. So we'll be checking on this week and probably be replanting some other items. But let me take you through and show you just how good the high tunnel is doing. Look at this beautiful tomato bush, guys. We have buds everywhere, and this is probably about 3.5 feet tall, maybe bumping 4 feet tall. We have been able to keep these going all throughout the winter. We have had some really cold nights. We normally dip down to freezing or below. So my husband, you may recall from one of my other videos, he created like a little high tunnel in the high tunnel to keep our tomatoes warm, and we do use our light bulbs to heat things up at night. I'm very excited, as you can see, about all of these tomato plants, guys, tomatoes in the middle of the winter. And again, we are at the beginning of January. We really expect these plants to produce on into the spring. So we got a little jump on things here, and we're very, very happy with how everything has turned out. So let me take you over here and show you what's going on the other side. I want to zoom you in on my broccoli. Look at this beautiful head of broccoli. And if you look throughout my bush, you can see I have little heads all throughout this plant, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. And this plant's probably about 2.5 feet tall. So we've done very well with the broccoli. We will repeat this here in the next couple of weeks and next fall. You can see that my turnips and my spinach is doing fantastic. I'm going to cut me off some of that spinach here. Beautiful leaf here. This is going to make a gorgeous salad for us tonight with all the beautiful greens and the foliage, high in nutrients. And let's look at what I got right here. I have a beautiful purple top turnip. Now we can take these greens and I can make turnip greens, or I can just put them in the compost pile. Since I have all these greens down here for a salad, I think I'm just going to take the turnip off, and I'm going to cut this up and put it in our salad for tonight. So you can see my turnips and my turnip greens are about 2.5 to 3 feet tall. We got beets on the other side. They are doing great as well. Beets go all the way down. Guys, I don't think I've ever had beets look this good. I was able to get some last summer, but it got a little too hot, so it stunted them. I think I'm going to get a good harvest this year. But again, we got all these turnip greens. And then we have onions, and then we have some of our green beans that are struggling, but they're still going, guys. I want to bring you over to my bell pepper plants. They are looking really, really great. In fact, I've already picked one this morning because I'm also making me some spaghetti for the week for lunch. And I used one of my wonderful, beautiful bell peppers. And you can see my jalapenos are doing great. Look at all those flowers, and look at all those jalapenos coming up. And then we have a couple of bell peppers that are struggling, but my husband's working with them. He did make his own wicking baskets or buckets, and we are testing this out to see how it can go. But overall, we're pretty happy. Here are our onions that you may recall I planted from seed and then transplanted in here, and I do have more that are doing just fine outside. So let's just go on down here a little bit and let's see what's going on with the rest of my greens. I have some squash and zucchini, and you can see that we're getting a little bit of moisture at night, so I need to clip off all of these that are getting some of the white powdery mildew and try to keep on top of this. And I'm hoping, guys, that this will start producing here real soon. So this is our first update of 2021 in our gardening, and you can see things are doing really well here in the high tunnel. We will be getting ready to plant outside the high tunnel. We are going to be planting some corn this year as well, which is going to be on the back acre, but we're very happy with how everything has turned out. Some of you may be wondering why we chose to grow in the ground in this high tunnel this time around. And it's because when we get our USDA high tunnel, which we plan on getting early this year, and we have to grow all of our plants in the ground. We cannot use raised beds, we cannot use pots. So this was kind of a test run for us to see how good we could do with growing directly out of the ground. This is our personal high tunnel, so what we will do with this as this year goes on is we do intend on building some raised beds along both of the side walls. And maybe one right down the middle. We haven't decided yet, but that's why we chose to go ahead and grow inside the ground so we could make sure and understand the temperament of the tunnel, the temperature, the climate control, the water control. We just needed to make sure that we felt like we would be successful before we took on the high tunnel from the USDA EQIP program. So in closing, guys, gardening here for us at North Texas Vegetable Garden has become different, exciting. We have lots of new things going on. We still have 3 of our raised beds. We have a garden outside of the high tunnel that we will be planting before you know it. And we have our back acre where we're going to start some corn. So lots of great things going on here. Come along with us. We want to show you our successes and our failures, and you may can help us and give us some advice and tell us what you think. I know that Okie Rob, we love you. You always give me great advice, and we do take you up on it. So anyway, that's the wrap for the day. I'm going to get in there and I'm going to cut up my salad and I'm going to make it look absolutely beautiful. I'd like to say it's a spring mix, but it's not. For me, it's a winter mix. Take care. God bless. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will be in touch soon.